In the boundless realms of the animal kingdom, one can encounter creatures capable of astounding even the most seasoned researchers. Some amaze with their unusual appearance, others with the rarest anomalies. Today, we set out on an incredible journey through the world of exceptional beings whose very emergence seems to defy all the laws of nature. Prepare yourselves. Before you is a collection of living wonders of the world, whose images once flashed across the entire internet and left the public gasping. The greatest attention on the web was drawn by a golden retriever from sunny Florida who was born a gentle shade of green. While his brothers and sisters flaunted their usual golden coats, this little fellow seemed to have chosen a fresh spring lime hue. Yet the puppy's health proved impeccable, and by half a year, the emerald bloom had completely vanished. The fur had taken on the classic golden tone. A similar case occurred in South Korea. A 93-year-old breeder saw for the first time in her life a puppy the color of young grass. Locals immediately dubbed the tiny one the first green dog of Korea. Scientists explain the phenomenon by the action of a specific pigment that sometimes tints the coat while the fetus is still in the mother's womb. Hardly had we digested the story of the green dog when nature presented a new wonder, a pink elephant calf. The little one was spotted in a national park of South Africa. Against a backdrop of gray-brown giants, he looked like a genuine strawberry marshmallow. Rangers said the unusual color was caused by a rare form of leucism. Even more amazing, another strawberry calf strutted across the savannah in Kenya's Masai Mara Reserve, prompting an almost pilgrim-like rush of tourists. In August 2010, news of a cat named Stuart Gilligan circled the globe. The Guinness Book recorded him as the longest purring cat on the planet, 48.5 inches from nose to tail tip. Staff at the Nevada shelter wondered, who will feed such a long-legged beauty? Small wonder the stalker cat quickly gained star status on every feline forum. Imagine a parrot mountaineer. The kakapo, a heavyweight native of New Zealand, cannot fly at all, yet deftly clambers up trunks like a true forest macaque. A nocturnal lifestyle, owl-like gaze, and a mass worthy of a rotisserie chicken make him the most unique feathered creature on Earth. Alas, the kakapo teeters on the brink of extinction, and New Zealanders have launched a grand rescue program so that coming generations may see this good-natured down jacket outside old newsreels. Paleontological reports describe Morum as a beast the size of a tapir, stocky, with flat hooves and a short tail. Modern eyes can behold it only as a realistic animatronic created by special effects masters for an Ice Age exhibition. Yet the thought that such animals once actually roamed ancient plains fires the imagination more powerfully than any science fiction film. An ordinary Spitz might dissolve in the crowd of four-legged friends, but Yogi thoroughly shuffled the deck for people. As soon as the owner posted the dog's photo on Facebook, users gasped. The muzzle seemed to belong to a kindly old man. Deep eyes, expressive brows, neatly pink lips. Soon, everyone was seeing the smile of the neighborly grandpa. Yet Yogi himself remains the kindest of creatures, adoring children and long walks. Now we enter the realm of big cats. A liger, offspring of a male lion and a tigress. In the wild, such pairings are impossible, but in captivity, the genetic mix leads to record results. Ligers grow to sizes that make even tigers look adolescent. And there is also the Jaglion, descendant of a jaguar and a lioness. Only two live on the planet, both in a Canadian sanctuary, each displaying a truly exclusive leopard-like print. At the beginning of the early 2000s, the internet buzzed with photos of a white tiger named Kenny. A flattened nose, protruding teeth, the public decided the predator had Down syndrome. In truth, such pronounced mutations are the side effect of inbreeding practiced to obtain the white color. Kenny became a living reminder: beauty should not be born at the cost of health. Scientists felt rabbits lacked the effect of neon glow and inserted into them the gene of the jellyfish Aquaria victoria. The result? Fluffy light bulbs that fluoresce under ultraviolet light. The project is mostly demonstrational, yet vividly shows what modern biotechnology can do. Late 19th century Hamburg. An enterprising menagerie owner paired a puma with a leopard. The puma pard was born. Most hybrid offspring, alas, did not live to maturity, yet the very experiment gave the world a marvelous creature. A spotted hide over a reddish puma background, a long tail and compact stature, as if two predators occupied one body. Deep in the Brazilian backcountry, a group of friends met a mystery, something drifting in the air, resembling a bird without a face. It nervously beat its wings, then vanished into the shadow of the trees, leaving only questions behind. Was it a stray denizen of another dimension, or a rare nocturnal species yet to be discovered? We move from land to a realm in which human beings are but guests. An American fisherman hauled aboard a creature seemingly woven from nightmares, a star with countless tentacles living lives of their own. The internet exploded with alien theories, but biologists cooled the fervor. Before us is a rare basket star ophiuroid dwelling at a depth of about 550 meters. Under normal conditions, such a resident of bottomless pits is seen by robot submersibles, not casual anglers. Imagine a panda without black glasses and patches. Exactly such an albino individual was first captured by cameras in southwest China. The snow-white cub instantly became a global sensation. The lack of pigment makes it an easy target for predators. No hiding in shady bamboo. Scientists hope to locate the animal again to learn how such coloring affects behavior and chances of survival. If the ligger astounds with gigantism, the tigon, here, specifically its reverse variant often called Tyon, is the opposite scenario. Meet the offspring of a lioness and a male tiger. He inherits stripes from his father and, if male, a reduced mane from his mother. Growth is limited by the breaking genes of the lioness, so the weight of these rare Tyons seldom exceeds 200 kilograms. Moreover, such hybrids are sterile. Nature itself ensures the bold experiment stays under control. Any hybrid with zebra blood bears the honorable name zebroid. A zorse is a union of horse and zebra, a zonkey, the friendship of a striped mother and a donkey, and the list of variations grows with every new farmer's venture. One glance at a photogenic zorse gives the strong feeling that a printer artist missed the color alignment. The public lingers over these natural graffiti, marveling at how perfectly the most seemingly incompatible patterns can combine. Online sleuths tried to solve the puzzle: a cat, a dog, or perhaps a bear cub. Dewey, a fluffy fellow from Vietnam, sports sharp ears and a round muzzle that raise feline flags, yet his owner insists this is a mix of a local Coors dog and a short-legged pooch. Internet experts enlisted ethnology and found Mong dog blood in him. Either way, the fluffy Ushanka hat has become a symbol of friendship between cuteness and nature's mystery. Wendy, a whippet female horse from the press's delight, weighs 65 pounds, almost twice the breed standard. Veterinarians have a simple answer: a rare mutation doubles muscle fibers. It harms her health hardly at all, yet the owner proudly shows the bodybuilder dog to curious journalists. For a long time, it was believed that the giant tortoises of Pinta Island remained in a single specimen. George lived to 100 years, which for his kin is only midlife. Death came suddenly, so taxidermists carefully preserved the body. Now, George greets museum guests in New York and reminds us how easily humankind irretrievably loses unique denizens of the planet. When in the year 2002, the Hawaiian crow was declared extinct, scientists refused to surrender and launched a large-scale incubator program. 14 years later, 15 birds bearing light radio transmitters were released into the wild. Alas, some fell prey to natural enemies. Now, biologists again rely on safe aviaries to preserve the genetic stock. Black and white footage from the year 1932 is all that remains of the once numerous American heath hen. Spotted plumage, bright orange throat sacs on the males, every frame is priceless. Fires and diseases finished the last colonies on Martha's Vineyard Island, turning the bird into a sad symbol of the lost plains of New England. We turn to a good story about the power of hope. The mini pony Einstein suffered a severe spinal injury, and veterinarians recommended euthanasia. The owners did not give up. A 6-hour operation, 2 months in the clinic, and the little one once again galloped across the meadow. Now Einstein frolics with dogs, unaware that he has become a rock star of veterinary science. In the spring of 1987, ornithologists recorded the last call of a male kaua'i-oo. He was seeking a mate who was already gone. Within mere months, the species disappeared entirely, and the cassette with the poignant serenade became an audio artifact, underscoring that natural extinction rates are a drop in the ocean compared with what humanity causes. In their search for the ideal milk and meat machine, Tibetan farmers dared an experiment. They crossed giant yaks with domestic cattle. The result was named a dzo. A male grows to 1 meter 70 centimeters at the withers, gains about 300 kilograms, sports a solid yak hump and magnificent horns, yet looks closer to a cow in the face. The coat is thick, saving it from Himalayan cold, and shades vary from snow white to coal black. Interestingly, bull dzo are sterile, while cow dzimo can renew the line if mated again with a yak or a cow. Economics rejoices. The increase in meat and milk is tangible, and upkeep is cheaper than 2 original herds at once. Hungarian scientists tried to save the endangered Russian sturgeon by giving him the American paddlefish as a companion. During the procedure, some paddlefish DNA entered the roe, and an unexpected fish was born. It bears the grand armor of a sturgeon, the shovel-like snout, and a tail as if from a paddlefish. While the hybrid awaits an official Latin name, journalists have nicknamed it strutfish, a mix of sturgeon and paddlefish. The funniest part, it was produced not for show sensations at all, but as a side product of a serious program to preserve genetic diversity. Thus, experiments sometimes gift nature entirely new inhabitants. This story began in a veterinary college. A Janus kitten was slated for euthanasia, but a student volunteer chose to fight for his future. 12 years later, Frank and Louis entered Guinness as the oldest two-faced cat on the planet. The unique animal had 3 eyes. He saw with the 2 outer ones, 2 mouths, but food entered only 1. Magazines wrote that Frank handled lunch while Louis provided company. Thanks to the owner's care, the cat lived a full, long life and became a talisman for everyone who believes the unusual is not necessarily doomed. Before you, perhaps, stands the most photogenic cat on the internet. Half her face is coal black with an amber eye, the other half bright red ginger with a sky blue eye. The owner insists, no Photoshop. This is a natural chimera. Venus gathered millions of likes and became the living embodiment of how differently the genetic palette can work, even inside a single organism. In Goa, aquarists discovered a snow-white turtle without a speck of pigment. Neighboring Nepal and the state of Odisha answered with babies of golden hue, as though cast from amber. Scientists explain, these are albinism and leucism, rare color variations. Locals deemed them harbingers of luck, saying that where a sunny turtle swims, wealth and good news follow. A Bangladeshi cow barely reaches 50 centimeters at the withers, weighs just over 25 kilograms, and comfortably fits in an adult's arms. Munching modest handfuls of grass, Ronnie already claims the title of the world's lowest cow. The current record is 61 centimeters, so the pocket cow has every chance of entering the record book and rewriting livestock history. The moist cloud forests of Costa Rica once sparkled with orange sparks, male golden toads brighter than traffic cones, females bronze speckled. The species was discovered in 1964, and by 1989, not a single live individual could be found. Causes of death: a combination of drought, fungal disease, and climate change. Officially declared extinct in 2004, the toad became a troubling symbol of how quickly a habitat can snuff out even the brightest colors if people fail to act. The Last Tiger, actually a carnivorous marsupial wolf, was filmed in Hobart in 1933. The 20th century supplied frames, color correction, hypotheses. Blame is laid on the invasion of dingoes, hunting campaigns, and sharp climate shifts. After 1936, no confirmed specimen has crossed a human path, yet the myth of the striped marsupial werewolf lives on, stronger than any photographic proof. A Croatian farmer could not believe his eyes. A newborn kid arrived with 8 legs and a full set of both male and female organs. Veterinarians explained, likely at an early embryonic stage, the twins fused into one body. The owner treated the wonder gently, showing the octopus on hooves to neighbors and journalists, nature reminding that her imagination stretches far beyond textbook biology. A Malaysian fisherman pulled from his nets a creature with shark-like teeth and a face of a demogorgon. Panic online lasted only until ichthyologists commented, "Before us is a deep-sea lizardfish, in Japan known as a gourmet delight. For some, a nightmare; for others, a delicacy prized for its firm, white flesh." An Indian village in West Bengal awoke to fame. A calf was born with one huge eye in the middle of its forehead. The mother rejected the baby, but people declared it a divine gift and began to care for it. A similar gaze stunned residents of the Philippines' Quezon province in the year 2020. Doctors speak of cyclopia, a severe anomaly in which the brain fails to divide into hemispheres, and the organism rarely lives more than a few days. A Texan was strolling under the moon when he noticed a creature hiding in the bushes, a rat-like body topped with claws like bird feet. The pictures sparked an online debate: hybrid, mutation, a new family of rodents. Paleozoologists remain silent, and users trade theories from genetic failure to a nearby experimental laboratory. By a pond, someone found a being with human-like facial features and 8 legs. The video's author uploaded the footage to YouTube. Some panicked, others suspected a prank. Biologists are cautious. On land, there are larvae of aquatic insects capable of cosplaying another appearance. Yet, such distinct lips and nose make them think of a masterfully crafted silicone prop. The investigation continues, and the creature has joined the collection of urban legends. Mexican fishermen retrieved an embryo of a smooth-toothed shark 30 centimeters long. The eye was single, exactly in the center. Scientists from La Paz confirmed the sensation. This is real cyclopia, and the first recorded in cartilaginous fish. The baby did not survive, but it was preserved in formalin. Now biology students can study the anomaly under a microscope. The Geneva Museum of Natural History houses an incredible twin in one shell. Contrary to forecasts, the tortoise has marked 25 years. Meals are separate, both heads are active, though age brings scoliosis and demands special veterinary care. Very recently, another 2-headed hatchling joined the ranks. The owner expected twins, but the embryo had no time to split. Footage of a girl riding astride a monster snail swept TikTok. The truth emerged: an amusement park had ordered a robot snail to attract visitors. Yet real African Achatina snails also amaze. From a 1 centimeter bubble, they grow in a couple of years to 20 centimeters, filling an adult's palm entirely. From China to Argentina, videos periodically surface of alley cats with flexible wings sprouting from their shoulder blades. The wonder is explainable. A rare skin disorder makes the hide elastic, forming flaps that flutter like feathers when the cat runs. Nevertheless, the myth of heavenly messengers gains fresh proof with every new clip. Once this flightless chick inhabited Laysan Atoll in Hawaii. By the early 20th century, rats, rabbits, and military bases had finished it off. The last audio recordings date to 1923. A cracked phonograph keeps them as a fragile time capsule, reminding us that weapons and wheeled machinery can erase a species faster than we can document it. Video from Laos shows a long body with faces and limbs at both ends. Another clip depicts a creature resembling a boa, but with many small legs. Biologists suppose these are either poorly developed reptile conjoined twins or footage of fakery. While debates rage, users try to catch the four-armed animal alive, for truth and for likes. A mushroom forager spotted among branches a furry face, and on coming closer saw that the monkey continued below as the body of a chicken. The stunned eyewitness posted a video. Some swear it is a genetic experiment, others suspect a skillful mask. No laboratory has yet acknowledged the marvel, but forest tales have already sprouted fresh details. Which of these astonishing stories impressed you the most? Tell us in the comments, and see you in the next episode, where nature will demonstrate once again that she is far from indifferent to how greatly we can be amazed. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Until next time.